Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time seeing me. My name is Emma Dara, I'm 25 years old and I live in New York City. In today's video, I talked to you about some of my favorite thrift finds over the years that I've accumulated and had in my closet. I love fashion and I love thrifting, and I am excited to share that with you today. Currently, I only have like half of my closet hung up, so if you like this, I'm calling this one part one. There will be a part two if you guys want to see it. That will include more of my summer clothes because it is winter time right now. I haven't transitioned my closet fully into my summer clothes, so definitely can share more if you like this type of video. I really love thrifting because it allows me to find unique pieces and express my personality through clothes and items that I maybe haven't seen before, or forces me to think outside of the box. So I'm really excited to share these pieces with you all today. I tried my best to find similar items to all of the items that I showed you, and I linked everything in the description, including like the name, the brand, as much as I could find about the item, so that if you want to find this item for you, you have a good starting point. I hope you enjoy today's video. If you do, please give me a like, leave a comment, and hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Alright, I just went through my closet and organized the pieces. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite thrift finds and where I got them. Fair warning, most of them are from Goodwill, which I know makes it difficult, but I will share the brand and as much information as possible so that if you like what I show, you can try to find it for yourself. I think I'm going to start with tops just for sake of convenience. The first top we have is this black sweater vest from Goodwill, but originally the tag is Anthropologie, and as I get closer you should be able to tell there's like pockets here. It's V-neck, and it has these two ties, so I either will tie behind me and then tie in the front, which helps give some definition in the waist, which I really like. But then I actually recently wore this for a work event, and I wanted to wear it under a blazer, so I didn't want the bow in the front. I just felt like it didn't look right, so I tied it behind me. It's really good under the blazer. So this is what it would look like tied in the back. So cute. It's a black cowl neck top, and you can see the cowl. And not only is it cowl neck in the front, it's also cowl in the back. And it has this sparkly strap, but normally I don't wear a bra with this. It's like my go-to date top. I actually wore it on Amanda and my's first date with a little skirt and tights and boots. But I wear this all the time. I wore it on a date night with Amanda a few weeks ago with some blue jeans and some booties. It's really great. The brand is Joseph Ribkoff. Again, I'll put as much information as I can find about it below. I've also worn this like a million times, so I've definitely got my use of it, probably around $10 again. This top is one of my favorites. It is a green, the brand is Foley, like corset almost top, and it's got these really nice sleeves and a deep V, and I just want to show you the detailing and the draping. It's also so beautiful. I want to talk you through how I picked this out. At the time that I got this, which was 2 summers ago, I think it was summer of 2022-ish, around that time frame. Corsets were huge, specifically the Urban Outfitters one that's like spaghetti strap and like defined cups, and like maybe you know the one, if not I'll try to insert a picture. But those were everywhere. Corsets were really big, and I didn't love the way that it looked. I felt like it wouldn't really be flattering on my chest, but I liked the idea of a structured top that I could wear, because a lot of times I wear more comfortable or looser tops. So I wanted something like feminine, like a corset, but not a corset, not a full, like, you know. So when I stumbled across this, I was like, well, that's interesting because it has boning. here, and a little bit here in the middle and on the sides. So I was like, wow, that's very interesting. Let me try that on. I think it's so flattering. It's one of the most flattering tops that I have. I just love the beautiful draping, and I've definitely worn it a lot since I got it, and I will definitely continue to. It makes me feel womanly and very feminine. I guess that leads me to a thrift tip for you is if you go into thrifting with like a general idea of the item of clothing you want, you'll have more options. If I would have gone into Goodwill and been like, I want a corset, I'm dead set on that, specifically like the Urban Outfitters one, then I likely wouldn't have found it. Or I would have settled for something that I didn't actually love. But when I broke down the pieces of the corset and found out what about it I liked and what about it I disliked, I was able to have that in the back of my mind when going shopping, so that when I saw something like this, which had, you know, similar structure, like how a corset does, but isn't like super skin tight or super just like cups, I was like, okay, let me try that. And it ended up being one of my favorite pieces, and I love to wear this top whenever I can. Finding out the individual pieces of clothing that you like really helps. Next up is this big, oversized Dockers sweater. I got it from the men's section at Goodwill, and it is absolutely one of my favorite sweaters that I own. It is like the most comfortable knit material, and it has a little gray and white pattern with the Argyle print. And I think the reason why I love it is it's thin enough to like tuck in to pants so that it doesn't look so huge, but it's also warm enough to wear. It's like, you could tell you're wearing a sweater. I usually will roll up the sleeves, and it just gives like such a relaxed look. I know, obviously with the sweats, it's giving definitely more cozy, but when you wear it with jeans, it's so cute. I've definitely gotten so much wear out of this. So that's another tip of mine, is when you're going thrifting, don't limit yourself to the gender of clothes that you usually shop in. There's so many clothes in the men's section that I end up loving, and I'm sure there's a lot of clothing in the women's section that men can find and also use. And clothing literally isn't gendered. It is a piece of fabric. So wear whatever you want. Don't pay attention to who it's specifically made for generally, and then that will just really broaden the options that you have to choose from. Go into it with an open mind. I think that's the most important thing about thrifting in general, is to have an open mind while you're going through it. Next, we have this And Other Stories white eyelet top. You can see the detailing. It has puffy sleeves and a collar. This is one of my favorite tops. I got it almost a year ago. It was the day that I was moving out of my apartment, and I went to Goodwill in the morning to drop off some clothes, and of course, since I was there, I decided to take a look around, and I found this top, and I was like, this is so cute. And I was like, I should just get it. And then I found out that that Goodwill was closing like in a week, so I was like, okay, it's definitely my sign to get it, because if I don't get it now, I won't ever be able to. And I'm so glad I got it. I love the length on it. I think it hits me at like the perfect spot. I love the drama of the sleeves and the collar. I think it's girly, but something about the cut or the bottom of it just gives me flexibility to pair it with something that isn't as girly and really like edge it up. And I've worn it so much since I got it, and I really love it. So yeah, this is the And Other Stories white eyelet top. The next item is actually a set. It's this green sweater vest and green knit pants set. And I got this at the Chelsea flea market. I think I got it for like $40 as the set, which is great. This is the sweater vest up close. It's like a few different shades of green and black and alternating size stripes. And then the pants are green. And the pants were a little bit big on me, but I ended up putting new elastic in the waistband, and so now they fit. I love this set. I think it's so cute and like very my vibe. Next we have these Banana Republic tan trousers. I'll put the style name on the screen or in the description, but these are very nice trousers. I actually don't go into an office for work. I work fully remote, but I still have worn these so much since I got them. I got them altered because they were a little bit long on me, and I got these at Goodwill. It's what introduced me to low rise, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be wearing it for work, like I'll always be wearing something long, it's fine. But again, I work remote, so I haven't worn them to an office. But I love the introduction to low rise, and I think it's really fun to play with proportions and where things hit on your body. So I'm so glad that I got these. I think I got them in 2020, so I've had them for 4 years, and will definitely continue to have them and wear them until they no longer fit me. Next, these are the Levi's super low rise, and they are a little bit flared at the bottom. I got these in my college town Goodwill, so they're so cute. Again, these are low rise. I know I said the last ones got me into low rise. When I bought these, I remember being like so in my high-waisted face, I was like, I could literally never wear low rise, but for some reason something told me I couldn't pass on them, because I was like, oh, they're Levi's, like, Emma, you have to get them. And I'm so glad I did. There was like solid 2 years where I didn't wear them, but then once I got back into low rise and playing with proportions, I was like, I need these. So I got them from my parents' house, and I've been wearing them so much. I think they're so comfortable and they're so flattering, and again, love to gravitate towards them when I need something low rise, when I have like a longer shirt on. And I just love this proportion and showing just this little tiny strip of belly. I think is cute. Next are these Levi's. These are Levi's mini straights, and they're a little different than any other jeans I have. They're definitely the skinniest jeans that I have anymore, and because they're like the darkest wash of denim, so not black, they are like the nicest and classiest pair. So I love to wear these when I'm going to a nicer restaurant. So I want to wear a darker jean and something without like distressing, but still want to be like comfy. And I think they're just so cute and so flattering on me. Sometimes I just like to see a slimmer silhouette with what I'm wearing. But yeah, I love these Levi's, and these are also from Goodwill. Another one of my favorite pairs of jeans. Second to last item is this velvet little skort. It's like tight through here, and then at my hip juts out, and it's so cute and so flouncy, and it has like shorts underneath, which is great because then you don't have to worry about anything getting exposed. I wore this last weekend. I'll show you, I'll insert some photos, but it's so cute, and I think it's so important to have a staple black mini skirt. And I love to have items like that, but have like ones that have a little bit more personality. So that's why I love the little flared out detail, and how, you know, this achieves everything that a little plain black mini skirt would, but just adds some little fun and uniqueness. And that's what I love about thrifting, is the ability to find unique pieces. And finally, the star of the show is this Diane Von Furstenberg winter coat. When I moved to New York, I was moving from California, so I didn't have a winter coat, and I knew I would need one. And I saw this at Goodwill, and it was listed for $80, but I was like, you know, that's expensive for Goodwill, but it's not expensive for a really nice quality winter coat. And then I looked at the brand and saw it was Diane Von Furstenberg, and then I didn't know what that was, so I looked at that brand, and she's like a designer, and usually these coats would be like hundreds and maybe even thousands of dollars, so $80 was a steal. And has a very dramatic hood, and I wear this so much in the winter, so I definitely had to include it because it's like the most, probably one of, if not the most worn item that I've ever thrifted. So I love this, and it's my favorite coat, and I'll probably keep it forever.